me what they wanna see me for. Hit me out, here we go. What's the re-report? Tell me what they wanna see me for. Hit me out, here we go. What's the re-report? Tell me what they wanna see me for. Hit me out, here we go. What's the re-report? Tell me what they wanna see me for. Hear me out, here we go. What's the re-report?
Welcome to the Reed Report. Appreciate you guys for taking this time to hear me out here on the Reed Report. I am your host, of course, the Reed Report. I said Reed Report 4 times now within the first 15 seconds of this video. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. We are trying to reach our goal of 2,000 subscribers. First, trying to get to 1,900, of course. And we're well on our way. We have been doing a great job of subscribing to the channel, so be sure to please do that. I really do appreciate it. Also, leave a thumbs up of the video, leave a comment after the video or during the video. You can do either or. And hit the notification bell so you can be alerted when videos like these go up. Today, we are here to talk about the 4 teams first before we get to Lakers and the Warriors. We're here to talk about the 4 teams that are on the screen because I'm starting to see a trend, and this trend is interesting. Now, of course, we previously talked about in a previous video of Jokic being, to me, the clear-cut MVP. Jokic is having a crazy, averaging a triple-double as a center season. Yes, we've seen the triple-double being averaged before in recent time. It hasn't been done before Russell Westbrook since the Big O did it way back in the day. But and we saw Russ do it, I believe, what was it, twice, 2 years in a row or 3 years in a row in Oklahoma City, and he did it again in Washington. So he's done it, what was it, 4 times in his career where he's averaged a triple-double? Let's get that real quick. Let's look at that to make sure that that's accurate. So here we go. We got Russell Westbrook's stats right here for his career. And the first year he averaged the triple-double was, let's go, what was the year? There was a year KD left, right? So we had 16, 17. Yep. ESPN alert. And we knew it was coming this season right here. We knew it was going to eventually come, the triple-double season. But we first saw it the year after. We averaged 31, 10, and 7. Basically almost 11 rebounds per game. And then you saw him, he won the MVP that year because, again, he won it. They were a 6 seed. And I don't know if normally low seeds outside of the top 4 win MVP, but because it was so long since he had done it, you had to give it to Russell Westbrook in this season right here. They did win like 45 games, and like I said, I see why Kobe didn't win it those 2 years that Steve Nash won it, because the Lakers were like a 7 and 8 seed in both those years or something like that. They were a low seed. And then you saw Russ do it as we move on. Yeah, he did 3 years in a row. He has the average 10 rebounds, 10 assists, and then 25 points. So the points went down. I think this is the year Paul George. Was this the year Paul George and Melo joined the team? But then you saw him do it again. Did he do it again? Yep. In Oklahoma City, where he averaged 23, 11, and 7. So this 11 and 10. So this guy did it 3 years in a row. And then you saw him go to Houston, and, you know, the scoring went up from the previous years outside of the MVP year. But the assists, still 8 assists, 7 assists. But then he went to Washington, and he did it again. Britney Spears did it again. 11, 12, and 22. The reason you would give it to Jokic, because not only is the team winning and they can be a top 4 seed, but again, Jokic is a big man doing this. So I don't think I clarified that point in the last video, and I just wanted to do that. But moving on to the point on why we're here, because I'm noticing a trend. I'm noticing a trend that was set in the playoffs last year and is carried on to this regular season. You see right here, Minnesota blew out Denver. And again, I know it's just the regular season. In the playoffs, you got to play a team 7 times at the most, 4 at the least. So you got to see them consistently. But going off last year, Minnesota just blew out Denver. And it seems that they have the Denver Nuggets number. And just to, not waste any time with this, as far as like who I'm leaning towards, like, because first I said OKC. I got OKC going to the finals, and I got them playing Boston. Because Cleveland still have to show me. Cleveland got to show me that they can beat Boston in a 7-game series. I don't know if they can do it yet. So I still got Boston going back to the finals, but playing OKC. And I'll take OKC to win it because I know I didn't do a predictions video. I'll probably do an official one after the All-Star break and see where we end up at the end of the season. But I never did a predictions video. But last year, when you see the 4 teams on the screen, Thunder lost to the Mavericks last year. Nuggets lost to the Timberwolves, and the Mavericks beat the Timberwolves. And I'm starting to see that trend again. It's starting to look like that the dark horse of the West just might be the Dallas Mavericks. I'm starting to think that the Mavericks are going to be the team to come to at least make it to the conference finals and play Oklahoma City. And if you ask me now, like, it's like probably they couldn't beat them right now because they don't have Luka, but things might get a little different once they get Luka back. I'm still sticking with the Thunder, but it's still looking as if Dallas wants to avoid Denver. And if they can avoid Denver, because I think Denver can beat Dallas, just like last year, Dallas avoided Denver. But Dallas can still beat, and Minnesota can beat Denver, and Oklahoma City will lose to Dallas. But Oklahoma City can beat both Denver and Minnesota, but they can't beat Dallas. But Dallas can beat Minnesota and Oklahoma City. They just have to avoid Denver. It's just something quick I wanted to throw out there because that's what I'm starting to see. Because you look at the last few weeks, these teams have matched up, and the same thing that happened in the playoffs are happening again. I saw Denver beat Dallas in 2 straight games, but I also just saw Denver get blown out by Minnesota, and I saw Minnesota lose to Dallas, and I saw Dallas, beat Oklahoma City. So it's looking like it's going to be the same thing again. But let me know what you guys think about this situation right here. Put it in the comments on what y'all think. Out of these 4 teams, who's coming out of the West? But out of these 4, these are looking like the 4 best teams to me, from what I can see, that can really come out of the West. And so far, I got Oklahoma City as the team that's leading that pack. But they got to avoid Dallas the way Dallas avoided Denver last. So the Los Angeles Lakers just beat the Golden State Warriors by 10 in Golden State. They held Steph Curry scoreless in the second half, and no Draymond Green, but even so, they were already falling before, and it has just been a rough go at it for the Warriors. Steph held to just 13 points. Lakers' biggest story, I guess, is they had Jared Vanderbilt come back with 12 minutes, only gave 2 points, 2 assists, 4 rebounds, 3 steals, defensive guy. So this is what we've been waiting for right here. This is what the Lakers have been waiting for, and of course, we still got the trade deadline coming up in a couple weeks. So if they can just pull off that, my desire, my wants or needs is Jonas Valanciunas. But you also got Vucevic, and there's some other big men out there that they can possibly target to try to get in the trade. Again, I get just as frustrated as anybody talking about trades every year, but a center is always something I felt that AD needed. And he's come out recently and said, we talked about that in a video, that this is what he needs. He came out and basically just, flat out say like, hey, I'm tired of playing the 4. You guys know how I feel about this. Go out and get a center, man, who can help me out. And I think that is the only piece that they need in order to really get in there and contend with those 4 teams that we were just talking about. But they did just dominate the Warriors. AD 10 for 12 from the free throw line, 13 to 23 with 36 points, 13 rebounds. LeBron James 25 points, 12 assists on the night. 16 from Reeves, hitting about his average. 11 from Christie, and of course, like we talked about, Vanderbilt doing his thing. Dalton Connect with 13, and we can just get him back to what he was doing early in the season. We'll be even better. But yeah, it's been a rough go for the Warriors, and we look at, team stats. Lakers led by as many as 15, Warriors by 6. Out-rebounded them. Turnovers was pretty even. Points in the paint, Lakers dominated. Field goal percentage, Lakers. Like I said, Steph was held scoreless in the second half. That's just crazy in itself, 20 points. If Andrew Wiggins is your leading point guy with 20, then you know it's a bad night for you. At this point of their careers, almost 3 years removed from that championship, it's a bad night for you. This is not the same team from 2022. So good win here for the Lakers. And again, we're going to go to the standings before we get up out of here. And let me know what you guys think. Do the Lakers, you know what I'm saying? Like, can they compete for a championship if they get a center? What y'all think about that? Is that the only thing that missing? I know some people say a guard as well, but if you ask me my preference, because I think this is AD's team, I would prefer a center if we could only have one. If we could get both, cool. But if we're only held to one, get the center. Get the center and shut the Lakers up once and for all by giving them, even though I mean, I won't say they don't have any excuse. They're just not a good team, in my opinion. At the end of the day, the Warriors are still not good. This is no win to brag about. Even when you look at the Lakers' upcoming schedule and what they should be, what they should do, these teams are capable of beating them as well. But they are favored to do it. The Warriors are a team that they should have beaten. So if you get him a center, I think there'll be nothing else to complain about. But yeah, looking at the standings, as you see, Lakers are 5th. Currently would be, again, we got to get away from this matchup. I know the playoffs is a ways off, but I do not want to see this team in the first round. And again, if we just go to their upcoming schedule before we officially head up out of here. So coming up next at 5th in the West, again, winnable game on the road, Charlotte. So that should be 26 wins, 27 against Philly, 28. They'll win one of these games, so 29 wins. 30, we're looking at 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. Lakers should go on a run these next few games, these next few weeks. But let me know what y'all think. I ain't going to hold you any longer. Be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and we'll talk soon. Peace.
Hear me out, here we go with the Report. Bring it to you live, on time. Bring it to you live, on time. Bring it to you live, on time. Bring it to you live, on time.